The warm days are here, and I would much rather spend my days outside than in the kitchen making a mess and cooking. It's time to fuel up for the summer with Factor's no prep, no mess meals. And what's even better is that we can meet our wellness goals just in time for the summer. Factor's menu contains chef-crafted meals with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Let's make today the day that we start eating healthy. What are you waiting for? My favorite thing about Factor is that there is 35 different meals and more than 60 add-ons to choose from every week. So you're always going to have new flavors to explore. They also have dietitian-approved meals and ingredients that you can trust. And you can fuel up your entire day using Factor. From breakfast to dessert, you are ready for the day. It's time to keep kitchen time to a minimum. Factor meals are literally ready in 2 minutes. No shopping, no prepping, no cooking, or cleaning up. Head to factormeals.com/PNS50 and use code PNS50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's code PNS50 at factormeals.com/PNS50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active.
I know we've all been through this. You get a new phone, they tell you what your plan is, but the moment you get your bill, like a month later, it is not what you expected. De la nada, your bill skyrockets. There's all these extra fees that you didn't know about. Y da un coraje porque you had a set payment that you thought you were going to be paying, and then it all changes. Pero mira, with Mint Mobile, when they tell you $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan, they mean it. Así que dile adios to all of those overpriced wireless plans and all these unexpected overcharges. Mint Mobile has premium wireless plans starting at $15 a month. All plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with all of your existing contacts. So forget about overpriced wireless with Mint Mobile's deal and get 3 months premium wireless service for $15 a month. To get this new customer offer and your new 3-month premium wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/notsmart. That's mintmobile.com/notsmart. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/notsmart. $45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details. Welcome back to another episode of Pretty Not Smart with your host, Louie, aka the baddest.
And Yoatzi. We're back.
Welcome back for another episode, you guys.
I hope you guys didn't miss us too much.
And we have a little weird topic today.
Oh, it's very weird, actually.
That Yoatzi wanted to talk about because she's weird.
I just like talking about interesting things. And Louie's like, can we talk about what I did today?
I didn't want to come today. No, just kidding. No, it's because recently me and Yoatzi have been talking a lot about the human anatomy, like boys and girls and people that are in our world. So she wanted to give me some facts about the female anatomy, and I wanted to give her some facts about the male anatomy.
We're going to like test each other.
Because I feel like I don't really know much about the female anatomy. One, because I don't care. No, just kidding. No, it's just because, well, obviously I'm a boy, so I didn't really have to learn about it. But then also, like, I date boys, so I wanted to know more about the male anatomy rather than the girl. Because what was I ever going to do with that information? But
I think it's so funny because Louie doesn't really know a lot about this stuff, so I feel like he gets, like, grossed out.
I'm, like, squeamish.
Like, no!
So she'll tell me things, and I'm like,
oh.
I also just am squeamish with things with blood, things that look alive and squishy.
Alive and squishy, like medium rare meat.
Ew. So
delicious.
Yeah. So that's what we're going to be talking about for today. If you know nothing about Grey's Anatomy, then
Grey's Anatomy
to our episode.
But before we get started with the episode, I do want to share today's fun fact.
Today's dumbass fact of the day is...
It's a little creepy.
It's
Well,
not
I thought it was
Halloween.
creepy. For me, it is. Starting September, it's Halloween. I don't care.
Bueno fuera, we're in August.
But I'm
Dumbass.
gonna start to get spooky season once. I love spooky season. Okay. Crows. You know what crows are, right?
Like crow's feet.
No, bitch. Like the bird.
Oh yeah.
Sí se llaman así, no?
Yeah.
Crows.
The ones that go. Wah!
The black ones. Okay, so crows.
evil ones.
Yeah, the evil. I like when I think of a crow, I think of like brujas and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But crows are very smart birds. Oh, this is creepy. But they can memorize and tell humans apart. So they can recognize humans because they are so smart. So like if they see a face, they see a human, they can most likely remember that same human. And then there's been cases where like people have talked about like on Reddit and stuff like that, where they see the same crow like in their window or like follow them to certain places.
Bueno fuera, they all look the same.
No, but like people could tell, like they'll be like for example, one girl goes to school and then she kept seeing the same crow follow her to school, like for I think like the first few years that she was in elementary school. Like at the same hour, la seguía to school.
But they all look the same.
But the same crow. No, she knew it was the same one.
And how?
Because like, well, think about it. Different birds are going to follow her every day. They don't give a fuck.
What if she has food in her backpack? They're like,
She's all like leaving a little trail. That's why. But yeah, that's today's fun fact. Crows are fucking creepy and they can recognize your face. And they just have a good memory. They can recognize your face and your features.
that's crazy.
So let us know if you have a crow watching you in your room. Imagine that.
Talking about crow's anatomy.
Ew.
Do you know? Super another side note, but it's also a fun fact.
What? Ew, he's all chewing gum.
Did you know that pigeons are man-made?
What?
You didn't know that pigeons are man-made?
They're all in a factory. They're
Yeah, they like screw them on and shit.
Shut up.
Yeah, so basically back in 1931.
Really?
Now, I don't know what fucking year it is.
I was like, damn.
But pigeons were created by humans so that they could
They could fly.
no, they were the ones who would ¿cómo se llama?
They would pass messages.
The messages. They would have like little notes and shit.
Messenger birds.
They were messenger birds, but that's why people are also really sad about the pigeons because they say that now they're like neglected. They don't have any use for them, and that's why there's pigeons everywhere that are just like,
Like, coo, coo.
yeah, because they're not really needed anymore because we don't need it.
But what do you mean man-made? Like they got two different birds and they're like, we're going to create one special bird or what?
Right? Like, yeah, like they probably like breeded them, turned them, and then they started, their purpose was for that. So they were just used to doing that shit.
Huh. So if they are man-made and they were able to do that, pigeons must be really smart. No?
I guess.
I'm going to capture one.
Yeah, and then that's why people are always like really sad about pigeons because now everybody's like, go for them. I'll go for pigeons. And they're just like, we used to be so needed and loved.
With their little heads.
And now they don't have a purpose. So if you guys see a pigeon, be nice.
Fuck the pigeon. No, I'm just kidding.
Bitch.
But when I used to live, I don't know if you remember, one of my houses, the backyard was full of pigeon shit. I don't know why, but like 2 houses prior to my house that I have now.
I remember, yeah.
I don't know why they love to hang out on the edge of my house and the neighbor's house. They were like stuck together. I swear, you guys, there would be like a whole 2 inches just of shit back there of pigeons. And the neighbors were like, hey, we should put like the bars so that the pigeons don't come. And I was like, bitch, they stay in my house. I was like, I just ran here.
You're like, I'm not going to invest.
I'm not going to invest in these. The pigeon problem. I was like, dude, I don't fucking know. But there was always fucking pigeons. They were nasty. I think that's like a problem with pigeons. They just shit everywhere.
They have a new purpose.
I had to shit on you.
Shit.
Did you ever hear that when a pigeon or a bird like shits on you, it's good luck?
Girl, that ain't good luck.
Like it seems like it's bad luck, but think about it. What are the chances that a pigeon's gonna shit on you?
I know. I've heard of
That's
that, but I
good
don't
luck.
believe in that shit.
So if a
Literally.
pigeon or a bird shits on you, it might be like disgusting at first, but supposedly it's gonna bring luck to you because out of every fucking person that was on the beach that day, the pigeon chose you.
You smelled bad.
You.
Don't let humans make you believe dumb things. All right, like, that's not good luck.
I
That's a
remember,
curse.
you know what just made me think about my nanny, the one before to this one. I don't know if you remember. She was so cute. But we went to a theme park with her. And ay, me da escalofrío. There was like 20, 30 mosquitoes following her, like on top of her. And I was like, oh my God, you have a bunch of bugs just following you. And I was like, ay, es que huele.
Ay.
They were all following her. And then like she would move, they would follow her. They just did not want to leave her. And then she was like, oh, I know why. And I was like, why? And she was a very healthy. She ate super clean. So she was like, it's because my body excretes like a certain scent because she eats so clean and so healthy that the bugs were like attracted to her. And I was like, so you're a giant vegetable.
So that's why they were far from you.
Yeah, because they were like, well,
like,
she eats like shit. They're like, she probably eats fucking junk food all day. They're like, and to the bugs, she probably smelled delicious.
That's probably why I had hella mosquito bite. What? You're distracting us. Alex wants to talk about his pirin.
Just wants to talk about pollos all day.
What's your pirin fact?
Alex sent us to you.
None of us are gonna check.
Sorry, guys. We have a brief
We have an intermission. So this says, did you know when birds poop, they don't have any muscles to push out their poop, so it just falls out uncontrollably?
Yes, I've known that.
Ew.
So they literally cannot control when they shit. They're just like flying and it just like falls out.
They're like,
Bird poop is so fucking nasty, dude.
Is that why Billy made that song?
Was it Birds of a Feather?
Birds of a feather, we should shit together.
Period.
They don't get periods, be nice.
But we do.
Okay, so let's get into the topic of Grey's Anatomy.
Let me see. There's so many facts about the female anatomy that I know fucking Louie doesn't know shit about. So I'm just trying to figure out what to start with. I think this one I've asked you already, but.
What?
Oh my God, I just threw up in my mouth.
Girls' Anatomy,
so
they throw
sorry.
up randomly.
Okay. I think I've asked you this before, but in case you guys did not see that episode where I asked him, Louie, do you know? Wait, can I tell him about Travis?
Yeah, I think you already did.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah, where they were like, what is he? And he was like, I don't know.
It's when Travis was learning boy and girl, like when he was growing up. We just went around the room and asking like, my child, boy or girl? And then just like, girl. And then we got to Louie and I was like, what about Tío Luis, boy or girl? And he just like looks at me like so scared and he was like, I don't know. And he got so shy. He started cracking up. Yeah, he was like maybe 3 years old. He was like, I don't know.
He still doesn't know.
He's just like, But okay, I was gonna ask you, do you know where babies live in the human body?
Yeah.
Yeah?
The uterus.
Oh my gosh, because I taught you that, huh?
Yeah. I used to think they were in the stomach.
No, he said the first time he was like in the placenta.
What's a placenta? Oh, wait, that's where they eat from.
Exact. I taught him well.
No, it's because I already know.
He's like, because I have one inside me.
Like I'm growing one.
You would be very surprised how many ladies do not know where the baby lives. So the baby lives in our uterus, and then it has an amniotic sac. It kind of looks like this, actually.
Ew.
Like the ball that I'm holding. And the baby is in there, and it is full of amniotic fluid. So the baby's basically swimming in there for 9 months. They're like, whoa.
That's why they can swim when they get out.
Yeah, and they don't breathe while they're in there. They take their very first breath when they come out of the coochie.
That's why they're like,
they're all purple when they're coming out. Like they will not take their first breath until they're fully out. So like if the little head is out, they're just like not breathing.
Oh my God, that's scary.
And then they're out and they're like,
but
when I actually don't think I knew that either until I was taking my human development classes in school because I was going to be a teacher. And they asked us like, where does the baby live? And I was like, placenta. I thought I was going to get it right. And they're like, no, mija. And the teacher was like, the placenta is what feeds the baby. It's like a giant filter connected to like the umbilical cord and the baby. So it's like a giant filter, filters out like all the food and everything and just provides the baby with all of the necessities and all the nutrients that it needs. So a lot of vitamins go in there. So that's why a lot of women will eat their placenta after.
Yeah, I heard of that. Or they'll make it into little pills and potions.
That's what I did. I ate my placenta in pills and potions.
You're a mammoth.
Yeah, I am a mammoth. I'm like, you want some?
Fuck no, I would never try that.
But yeah, I'm glad you know about babies.
Yeah, because I was a baby once.
And I remember, oh my God, tell him about how, what did we tell Andrea once? We told her something about Louie. I think Louie or Andrea were like, I think it was Andrea. I remember when I was in the placenta. And she said that she saw little like lines of us when we were in there or something.
No, they all made that up. She said she remembered when she was in the crib.
I remember one of you saying you remember being in the placenta or in the uterus.
Fuera.
It was by Louie, you guys. There. He was like, it was dark in there.
I was born fully developed. I was born at age 10. So for my fact, did you know that the female's butthole is not in the same spot as the male's butthole?
You're lying.
Yeah, watch Alex show us.
Just kidding. Wait, what do you mean?
Did you know?
I didn't.
I'm all like evil scientist.
He's all making it up right now. He's like, yours is on top of your head.
No,
Wait,
yeah.
What do you mean?
Our buttholes are in the same area.
That doesn't make any sense.
So, if I'm literally correct, yours and your front part are very close, right?
No.
But they're also not hella far apart.
They're right next to each other?
They're like, what, an inch or 2 inches away?
They're all right.
They met. Yeah, they know of each other.
Well, I don't really measure it.
Well, long story short, yeah, they're not in the same spot. I think the men's, I don't know
if
the
higher?
men's is higher. And I think the men's is higher and the girls is lower.
That would make sense. Yeah, that makes sense. The girls is probably lower.
Yeah, something about that's why the females, I don't know. There's like all this fucking science behind it. I think that's some part of the reason why your girls' thing like cleans itself or like all these. I don't know, because it's not like hygienical, literal science. I don't know the fucking stats behind it. But then I also heard that the toilets were man-made for men, so they're not the most. What is it called? The most
clean.
No.
The most useful.
No.
The most.
They're basically made in the man's butthole and mine, not the women. So they're not like the most logical, I guess you could say, for women to use. Something like that.
It works for me.
No, yeah, it works, but it's saying that it's not like.
Me.
Long story short, it was. No, it is made for women, but it was made using the men's measuring butthole because they didn't fucking know that the women's was all the way in their forehead.
Bitch, I thought you said ours was lower.
That's why.
Why you say forehead?
I'm gonna cut this episode short, you guys.
I'm learning.
It's not in the forehead, dumbass.
I also didn't know. Well, like I knew and I didn't know that guys' parts don't clean itself.
Yeah, no.
It doesn't do nothing. It's just there.
Yeah, it's just there like all men. Useless.
Useless, just like staring.
Yeah, that's why.
And the girl's part does clean herself every day. So, this just brought a good topic. So the girl's body part, it cleans itself like literally almost every day. And it just like has to constantly keep cleaning itself so we don't get sick, so we don't get bacteria, because we can get so many things down there. Like it's crazy. But this is a little TMI, but
I got to clean mine manually.
So when we clean it, or it cleans itself, so a veces it like lets out discharge.
Oh yeah, I didn't know about that until maybe a few years ago.
Yeah, it lets out. Sometimes it could be clear, sometimes it could have some color, but the color depends, like if it's infected or not. I'm just kidding. But the color really does depend. But it just reminded me of some guy. I don't know. You probably did not see this, but like maybe a year ago, 2 years ago, some guy put his girlfriend's chonies on blast. And like, I guess he was walking and he posted a video like, can somebody fucking tell me what this is? Like, this is fucking gross. And he basically posted. Yeah, that's his whole ass wife. I think it was wife or girlfriend, but it was like her little like discharge in sus calzones, and he just like posted it. And then he was just like, oh, like, let me know. Because I think the dumbass thought that it was like an infection or something. Because it's stupid. He didn't know that it's just like regular discharge. And then he was like, let me know, like, should I leave? And like, that was his whole ass fucking girlfriend. And the comments were coming at him. And like, women were stitching it. Like, obviously, you're fucking stupid. But that's normal for girls to like have discharge come out of them. Like, why are you putting her on blast like that? Like, that is so embarrassing. Like, fuck, dude. Yeah, that was crazy.
That's gross.
But I
hope she left him.
I hope so too. Like, that's hella disrespectful. But girls, that is like 100% normal. And also, I know a lot of girls like to wear panty liners, like little toallitas on their chonies.
I don't know what that is.
It's a little, just like a toallita, like a pad, like a giant pad, but like a little one. So like, I like to use those when I'm coming off my period. I use those in case there's still a little bit of blood left behind. Louie's probably like,
and I'm like, this was her idea, by the way.
But it's recommended not to wear panty liners every day, girly pops, because it can get a little stinky down there.
Why are we talking about this again?
So they know.
She wants me to become her sister.
Yes, I'm having chats with my sister. It's just to let your coochie breathe.
Help me.
Get me out of
Blinking
here.
twice.
What's another fun fact about men? That you guys have 3 nipples?
They're useless. Fun fact, actually really sad fact. Well, how you said like that ours doesn't clean itself. So that's why a lot of men get circumcised.
What do you mean? Oh, like, wait, I don't get it.
So they get their blankets cut off. So their feelings cold all the time.
Pobrecitos. Like,
But that's like the only reason. Actually, I think for some religion, it's like part of religion to get it cut
I've
off.
heard that.
But I think for the most part, for a lot of people, they get it cut off because it's more, what's the word, hygienic?
Yeah.
It's more, right? It's cleaner?
Yeah, it's clean.
More hygienic to get it cut off than to not get it cut off.
Oh, that makes sense because you have your little extra skin, so you have to like go in there and clean it real good.
Babe, I'm on Mr. Clean.
You're all going in there like, woo-doo-doo, gotta clean the blanket, gotta wash the blanket.
Yeah, I think if you're not circumcised, obviously you have to do it manually. And then if you are, I think you don't have to worry about it because nothing is covering it.
Oh,
so
shit, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what, you guys? I don't know if I've ever talked about this, but the first time I saw an uncircumcised, circumcised is when they don't have the blanket.
Yes.
The first time I saw a circumcised meato, I was so terrified. I didn't know what to do with it.
You were like,
I was like, do I chew it? No, I'm serious. I did not know what to do with it because it was my first time. And I guess the first one I had seen had a little gorrita. So when there was no gorrita, I was just like, oh, how do I do this? I didn't know how to be like, and then like get to work. But
I like this topic. Why are we talking about sex now?
It's okay.
You said anatomy.
But that story, I ended up calling my mom and I left.
Oh, I thought to tell her about it.
No. I to like get out of it, I feel like getting a phone call is like the best way to get out of like situations like that. So I was just like, oh shit. And I was like, my mom's calling me, I gotta go.
Bitch.
And then he was just like really right now? And I was like, yeah, I gotta go.
Fuck you.
Dude, well, that was scary. He was all staring at me.
You could have just gave him a blanket.
No. So yeah, that was really scary for me. I don't like that. The warm days are here, and I would much rather spend my days outside than in the kitchen making a mess and cooking. It's time to fuel up for the summer with Factor's no prep, no mess meals. And what's even better is that we can meet our wellness goals just in time for the summer. Factor's menu contains chef-crafted meals with options like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Let's make today the day that we start eating healthy. What are you waiting for? My favorite thing about Factor is that there is 35 different meals and more than 60 add-ons to choose from every week. So you're always going to have new flavors to explore. They also have dietitian-approved meals and ingredients that you can trust. And you can fuel up your entire day using Factor. From breakfast to dessert, you are ready for the day. It's time to keep kitchen time to a minimum. Factor meals are literally ready in 2 minutes. No shopping, no prepping, no cooking, or cleaning up. Head to factormeals.com/PNS50 and use code PNS50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month. That's code PNS50 at factormeals.com/PNS50 to get 50% off your first box plus 20% off your next month while your subscription is active.
I know we've all been through this. You get a new phone, they tell you what your plan is, but the moment you get your bill, like a month later, it is not what you expected. De la nada, your bill skyrockets. There's all these extra fees that you didn't know about. Y da un coraje porque you had a set payment that you thought you were going to be paying, and then it all changes. Pero mira, with Mint Mobile, when they tell you $15 a month when you purchase a 3-month plan, they mean it. Así que dile adios to all of those overpriced wireless plans and all these unexpected overcharges. Mint Mobile has premium wireless plans starting at $15 a month. All plans come with high-speed data and unlimited talk and text delivered on the nation's largest 5G network. Use your own phone with any Mint Mobile plan and bring your phone number along with all of your existing contacts. So forget about overpriced wireless with Mint Mobile's deal and get 3 months premium wireless service for $15 a month. To get this new customer offer and your new 3-month premium wireless plan for just $15 a month, go to mintmobile.com/notsmart. That's mintmobile.com/notsmart. Cut your wireless bill to $15 a month at mintmobile.com/notsmart. $45 upfront payment required, equivalent to $15 a month. New customers on first 3-month plan only. Speed slower above 40 gigabytes on unlimited plan. Additional taxes, fees, and restrictions apply. See Mint Mobile for details. Because I don't have any more facts about men and how they pee and poop, I'm going to be talking about something else.
Louie was like, boring.
No, it still makes me really uncomfortable to this day.
Yeah.
I don't know why. I think it's important for y'all to have these conversations, but
Louie gets shy.
No, not that I get shy. I get grossed out. I don't like
he was
knowing
like,
about it. Yeah, I need to know about that stuff.
It makes him queasy.
Maybe if I was straight, I wouldn't care. So if you're straight, all right.
They were like, damn it, I wanted to learn more.
No, it's just for me. I don't get it. I don't want
No, Alex is pretty queasy too. He didn't like it.
But I think instead, I wanted to tell you guys about similar topic, but more like misconceptions about me.
Like what?
As a...
Was that me? Why did you whistle like
what
that?
That hurt my
First
ear.
Misconception.
That hurt my ear.
His teeth are fake.
That's not a misconception. That's a
fact. That's real.
So a misconception about me as a feminine gay male. So surprisingly, a lot of people will ask, and they're very curious, which I don't understand why, if I pee standing up or sitting down.
What?
I didn't know how, like...
Wait, first of all, why do they care?
Well, because I think they think about, like, well, because I'm feminine, maybe I don't want to grab my pirrin, so I sit. I don't know, like, but I didn't know that was, like, a thing, and then... One time I talked about it and the whole internet went crazy. And I was like,
no
what?
Way.
And it was something as simple as like, but you would be, at least I would think you'd be surprised to know that people were surprised to hear that I go pee standing up. I'm like, well, I have a pirrin.
Yeah, what the hell? I honestly didn't even think that people like just think of that stuff. Like, I wonder if Louie pee standing up or sitting down.
But you know what? That did open a conversation, even within like, other friends of mine.
I was asking, did you ask your friends too?
I did. But that's why I say to each their own, everybody, and don't like, if one person says one thing, don't like base that off of like everybody's, because you'd be like surprised to hear that some other people really do just do it sitting down.
Oh.
But I didn't know that.
So it just depends.
Yeah, but I don't know. Well, I don't know if, I honestly have no idea, but yeah, with me, I prefer peeing standing up just because it's so much quicker.
Yeah.
Obviously, I just go, I pee, and then I leave. And if you're sitting down, I have to put like a cover or like sit down. And then also, like, we all know hombres aren't the cleanest. So I don't even want to think about like sitting down. So
I was going to say, you guys are like, in a way, very lucky for that when it comes to using public restrooms. Because
yes.
I have to freaking use the little cover every single time. Like my mom taught me that since I was very little, to always use the cover. So I always do. But there's a lot of times where there's no fucking covers.
Because all of you girls are like using
Yeah, se acaban, and they just don't restock them, or some bathrooms just straight out don't have them. So then I'm like, nah, but I pull out my pirin. No, at that point, I just like pop a squat and I have to squat. So like literally just over the toilet. And that fucking sucks.
You wouldn't put like toilet paper on the seat?
I've done that too, but it just takes too long because I have to like align it, take it out. I feel like it's just easier. I have strong legs. I think it's just easier to like squat over it.
Random. I rather put toilet paper than use those little things.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know why. I think just most
or
of the time. Or
you don't know how to use them?
No, just most of the time I feel like it's thicker. The toilet paper's thicker.
True.
And then I hate how like sometimes easily the stupid thing moves. Like sometimes I'll place it and by the time I'm about to sit down it moves.
No, dude, like I'll put it and it gets air and it just slips in and I'm like, great.
Or if like part of it starts slipping and it gets in the water, I'm just like,
yeah, so dude.
I find it so much easier to just line it with paper and I know it's not going to move and I feel a little bit more comfy.
True. But a veces like I just really have to pee and I don't want to be like do. Yeah, so I'm like, I'll squat and I'm just squatting.
Well, we can't squat. That's another male anatomy. If we squat, then go all over the place.
Oh wait, no, for real, huh? You're like,
yeah. And then I think like even if super random, or maybe it's just me. I was gonna say even if sometimes I really only have to go number 2, but I have to. No, if I really only have to go number 2 and I don't have to pee, I'll still pee. So I can't pop a squat. I don't have to pee at all, but sometimes it'll still just happen.
You're like, fuck.
But yeah, that's like a misconception. Maybe it's just about me. I don't want to speak about everybody else. But even I feel like some people probably just can't picture. But even if I'm like wearing like a little crop top and stuff, you'll just
like little crop top, so little, like leather pants. Like
some guys are probably walking by like, what the
heck?
I'm like, well, I have a pirin. I'm gonna use it.
So also another thing about you guys that I think is like crazy. I've only been into male bathrooms like a few times. I don't really go in there often.
Why would you be in there in general?
Well, exactly.
Get her!
Like random, I don't know. Maybe once I walked in on accident. I was like, and then just ran out. I can't remember exactly when, but I've probably been in there like once or twice on accident, not purposely. But the way that your guys' urinals are like aligned right next to each other and you have like just this little wall like separating you guys gives me so much anxiety, because I know you guys don't have to like completely like pull down your pants to go pee-pee, right? But I don't know, that doesn't make you shy vibes.
Here's the thing, we get lucky if there's a little wall. A lot of times there is no fucking wall to separate us. And I was gonna say, it's like, I mean, contrary to most people, all right. I feel like most people would think that I would like want to see you guys pirin, but it is really uncomfortable. And like, believe me or not, as a gay man, I don't want to see that shit. But it's really fucking uncomfortable when sometimes they'll do like it almost looks like a bathtub, but it's like super long, and they'll have us there, but with absolutely no like. And I think it's more common when you go to like venues or clubs.
No way. So like a giant sink.
Basically like a giant sink.
No way.
But like
I've never seen that.
There is no little walls. And then it sucks because like I said, they're more popular in like venues or like concerts and shit like that. But it's annoying because most of the time they have like 1 or 2 stalls only. So you can either wait 45 fucking minutes for a stall. But if there's guys in there fucking taking a yaggity, it's going to take even longer. Or you can just suck it up and, like, go there. But then it's uncomfortable because you have all these guys, like, squished next to you.
Oh, that's awkward. That's so uncomfortable. I literally had no idea. I thought they would always at least have a wall.
I mean, sometimes, so when the wall's there, like, you're fine. But a lot of times there isn't. So please fund our restrooms. Just kidding.
Have you ever had an uncomfortable moment where maybe you saw somebody peeking at you?
Yeah, but then it's just like,
oy, no way.
It's really uncomfortable, but at the same time, it's just like, no matter what way you look sometimes, like you can't even be like, hey, bro, unless they're making it like really
obvious.
Unless they're making it like an uncomfortable, like they're trying to check you out, like that's something different. But if somebody just like, I don't know, accidentally glances while they're turning around or putting up their zipper, like there's not much you can say about it. But it's like, imagine like for you girls, like if you girls are peeing and you girls had no, like you guys are all just supposed to be like, Like, I don't
like
know.
all awkward. It's like awkward, right?
And we all have to be really close to each other because like you have to like obviously like make it to pee.
Yeah.
But
That's so weird. Because I feel like, I don't know about y'all, but like when we go to the bathroom, I feel like it's such a like a private moment. Like even if it's just pee pee, it's like a private moment.
yeah.
But I guess girls have the luxury of always having our little stall.
Yours is just full of stalls, huh?
Thousands of stalls, so many stalls. That's crazy. Why are you laughing? Alex is all laughing. Not thousands, but no, like there was a venue where we went to go watch the Mexico soccer game. Dude, those bathrooms, like literally, when I say thousands, it felt like thousands of stalls. Like so many stalls. I was like, wow. Or like there's certain theme parks like Disney. Sometimes you go in and there's just a shit ton of fucking stalls. And I'm like, woohoo.
Sometimes too for guys, especially again at clubs mostly, we won't even have like they won't close off the toilet.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I've been to like a good amount of clubs where like they'll let people be using the restroom, but there is nothing covering the so maybe no, I wasn't saying maybe it was just meant to be like a toilet. No, but it's not because they'll have urinals and then there's like a toilet
to go like number 2.
Y no but there's no doors or nothing. Yeah.
Who the fuck designed this?
There's like this one restroom that I've seen a couple of times when like I go out. I've never used it, but I've seen, and I'm just like, dude, like what the fuck? Like I don't know why they just don't build a fence. There'll always be like somebody in there, and their friends will be like covering them, and there'll be people like right next to like where the toilet's at. There's like a whole urinal thing, and I'm like, what the fuck's the point?
I want to know who the fuck designed that and why they thought that was a good idea.
Yeah,
that does not sound like a good idea.
Like if you're waiting in line for like the women's. If you're waiting in line in the women's and you look into the men's, you will see the toilet right there.
No,
like there's nothing like as soon as you look into the door, the toilet's right there. So it's like you're staring while you're like.
The guy's like.
Yeah, and I'm like, luego a veces ni te da ganas to like use the restroom because you're like.
No,
bitch.
that's so awkward. That's so embarrassing. Oh my god, that must be so uncomfortable for you guys. I literally never thought about those things. Yeah, he's like, yeah, I feel bad for us.
Like fund us, all right, but. Yeah, I it's a little uncomfortable when there's no fucking like separation between when we have to pee.
Yeah.
And then another like really weird fact
about bathrooms.
Yeah. I think this is more like parents though.
What?
I feel like there's a lot of people who were raised where like when they go pee in the urinals, I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but when guys will go pee in the urinals, they full on take their whole pants off. So you'll see like their nachas out. Have you ever seen that? Yeah. And
no
like,
way.
I feel like I've noticed it sometimes with like.
You see like all their hairy ass out. Their hairy ass
just
out.
like, I don't know if they were raised to just like fully pull their whole pants down, but they'll just be peeing with their bum be all clenched.
And they're not like drunk or anything?
No, this will be like
anywhere?
I'll see it like at an amusement park or if I'm just somewhere like peeing or like, yeah. And
damn.
I think it's more of like, I don't know, maybe they were just raised to fully. So I don't think they're doing it to be like, because I don't think they're never like, wait, don't look at my butt.
They just
like
don't
peeing.
give a shit.
Yeah.
They're
and
just like
fully
I have to pee
out.
with my ass all out. Don't they feel like a little breeze?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think they care. Like, that's probably how they were raised to go pee.
They're like,
Yeah, so they were probably like.
You know what it's like a weird thing for me when girls go to the restroom and they're on the phone. I think that is super fucking weird. Like I said, I just feel like when we go to the restroom, it's like a little private time. It's like get your stuff done, whether you have to pee or whatever you have to do in there. It's like you're private. Y luego, pues estamos encerraditas, like no one bug me. But this actually just happened a few days ago at the gym that I went to. There was a girl having a full ass conversation in the stall right next to me. She was talking in Spanish. Like, sí, comadre, que no sé. Like she was having a full ass combo. The chisme was good. But she was literally like pooping. And it was just like, you know?
Ew.
And I was like, I know, like, señora. Like, I don't understand how people can do that. I literally cannot talk to anybody while I'm peeing. Yeah. Like, I'm like, I can't. Like, I feel like I'd get pee shy, poop shy. But this lady was just like, sí, yo sé. Just like straight combo. And I'm like, señora, how? Or like, if I'm peeing, they could probably hear me. Or maybe they can't hear on the phone, maybe.
What? Oh,
like her going. Poop?
I think it's like, because even for me, I've had times where like sometimes like someone will call me, but I won't answer because I'm like, I don't care if they can't even hear me. I don't want them to hear the echo and know that I'm in a restroom.
The bathroom. Yeah.
So I'm like, I will not answer the phone if I'm in the restroom.
I just thought of a story too. I always have stories. My life is so eventful. But a long time ago, you guys, I went to Costco with one of my friends, and es un muchacho, and he went to the bathroom, and he told me that he came out super pissed. I guess he was in one of the regular urinals. I don't know, but que sí habían walls in Costco. And that he was next to a mocoso, and the mocoso just straight, like, he kept looking at him, first of all, peeing. And my friend was like, yo, what the fuck? Why do you keep looking at me? The kid kept looking at him, and then with his phone, he snapped a picture of his, like, pirrin.
What the fuck?
In the guy's little, estaban parados. He just went like, and he just, like, ran away. And my friend was just like, are you fucking kidding me? Did you really just take a fucking picture of me? And he told the kid, like, you better fucking delete that shit, blah, blah, blah. And the kid was like, I didn't do nothing. And the kid got scared and he left. So then my friend came out, like, really fucking pissed, and then told me what happened. Like, that fucking kid over there just took a picture of me, like, while I was going to the bathroom and blah, blah, blah. And then he found him and he confronted him again. And he's like, fucking delete that shit. And he was with his mom. And the mom was just like, wait, what happened? What happened? And then he was like, your fucking son just took a picture of me in the bathroom. He's like, Mom, no, I did it. And the mom made him pull up the pictures, and he didn't want to do it. So my friend ended up telling a Costco employee so they can, like, kick him out. And I think they were going to suspend the mom's, like, membership. And, like, it turned into, like, this big old thing. And they asked my friend, like, do you want to press charges? Because it's like an invasion of privacy. You don't do that shit. But the kid started, like, freaking out, and he started crying, and he said how it was like a prank. Like, I don't fucking know. But I was just like, damn, dude, y'all really need some little stalls. Yeah. So you guys only have, like, 1 to 2 stalls? Sometimes not even stalls?
Yeah, I want to say average is, like, 2.
Damn.
Average. Sometimes it'll just be 1.
Oh, that fucking sucks.
Yeah, so we do what we gotta do. But another, like, really, like, random thing. So I've experienced this so many times, you guys.
What?
Where, like, guys will be, like, peeing in the urinals. They'll let out a big ass fart.
No.
Like, and I'm like, dude, like, there's hella people right next to you. Like, they don't even care. And I'm like, you couldn't just, like,
no way.
Because, look, if you're in the stall and you let out a big ass fart, then at least somebody will be like, what fucking stall was that? You know?
Yeah.
But it's happened so many times where they'll be, like, peeing and they let out, like, a big ass fart. And I'm just like, and everybody knows whose it is.
They don't laugh or anything? They're just like, it's normal?
I've experienced moments where everybody just, like, pretends like it didn't happen. I experienced one once where, oh my God, this is probably the worst one I've ever experienced. No. So we were at a venue. I forgot where the fuck we were, me and Adam. So we're like, oh, we have to go pee. So we go pee, and it's me, Adam, and we both go into stalls.
Oh, okay.
And then there's these other 2 guys that walk in right behind us. And I remember I'm, like, about to go into the stall, and this guy, the guy goes into one of the urinals, and he's like a cholio kind of guy, right?
Okay.
And I remember what he sounded like, because he had said something. I think he was on the phone when he walked in or something, but he had, like, a deep-ass voice.
Okay. So you knew exactly who it was.
So I'm in the stall, and then I guess Adam's in his stall, and all you hear is, dude, like, loud, wet, smelly, like.
So that's disgusting.
It wasn't, like, you can tell this dude was pushing it out. Like,
he's like, oh.
It wasn't even like it was a loud ass thing. And it was so loud, and because there was only 4 of us in there, and the restroom was pretty big, it, like, echoed. And the guy's like, my bad, bro, my bad. And I was like,
no, he didn't.
And the guy next to him, because the other guy also went to urinal, he started cracking up. He's like, it's a restroom, dude. And I was like,
guys are so gross.
And he started cracking up too, but, like, they were both cracking up, and they walked out, like, cracking up. Probably don't even wash their hands. But I was like, oh. And then when they walk out, because you can hear, like, when the door opens, because you hear noise and then it closes.
Yeah.
Me and Adam start cracking up. We're like, bitch. All right, it was Adam. Just kidding.
It was Daddy.
No, but we walked out, and I was like,
that was full-on bro moment right there. That was
disgusting.
They probably fell in love after that.
Yeah, like, they probably felt, like, connected. And
like, I heard your fart,
like,
bro.
I'm surprised the other guy wasn't like, right back at you. Back? But that was disgusting.
That's so gross.
Honestly, it grossed me out even more because, like, I had, like, a face to put the fart to.
So what did he say? After?
He's like, my bad, bro. And the other one's like, it's a restroom, right? And I was like, oh. I was like, you couldn't go into like the little stall and like let it out there.
Pinches cochinos. I was going to say, I feel like, okay, not all guys, but most guys, like straight guys, are fucking cochinos. Do you think it has to do with them being guys and they just don't give a fuck? Or you think it's just how they were raised? Like to not give a fuck.
I think it's machismo. All right.
What do you mean?
I
like
think
the grosser, the manlier?
Unfortunately, I think with a lot of like parents, even it's the same like kind of fucking like gender roles where like if a straight man gets his eyebrows done, it's gay. If a guy has like really pretty lashes for whatever reason, they're like, that dude's a little gay, a little sus. If a guy gets a manicure, that's sus. If a guy gets a pedicure, that's sus. Like any sort of time where a guy will take care of himself, it's looked as sus. Yeah. So I think for that reason,
bitch.
I think for that reason, sassy. Even parents won't teach their kids their sons about hygiene because they don't want them to come off as like feminine. So I think for that reason, a lot of guys will be like,
let's be marranos.
Basically, because I don't know. I think they just think I don't know. Sometimes like the amount of guys who I'll see like not even wash their hands when they leave the restroom. I'm just like, and it's always the ones that like think they're like, ew. So I'm just like,
I feel like now I would hope that a lot of the girlies, we've like opened our eyes to so many things, right? And I appreciate nothing more than a clean man. I just love clean people que se cuidan, they prioritize their hygiene and stuff like that. And I feel like a lot of us girls too are in that era where we appreciate a man that takes care of himself. So we like when guys do, well, at least me, and I know there's a lot of girls that appreciate when a man like does his brows, always has his haircuts, like make sure his nails are all nice and cut, they're not all fucking mordidas with fucking hangnails everywhere. We appreciate that stuff to where like some people might think like that's sus,
I just wish it was more normalized because like even
yes, me too.
I think, well, obviously I'm gay, so I feel like I have really good gaydar, but I've came across a lot of guys who are very like well on their hygiene. I can tell they're not gay, but it does make them a little more attractive because I'm just like,
they look so good and clean, they smell good.
I'm just like, oh, you have some like clean air around you.
And like for the most part, guys that take care of themselves have really good hygiene. And like I feel like the hygiene just kind of glows from them. You're like, ese sí se cuida. Se ve bien guapo.
From a mile away.
Where some other ones like huelen. Like the guy at the gym that you said that he fucking stank. Like I feel like, I don't know, but I was taught from a young age that it's common sense to put on deodorant. Where I feel like there's just people que pues les vale madre,
Or like, don't get me wrong, I'm sure sometimes too like you could forget, because I mean, see my pasado where like I forgot it.
Forget.
But there's some people who just don't care, but
like just don't give a fuck.
Yeah, if a guy doesn't have good hygiene, feel free to call him a swamp ass.
Bet you swamp ass.
Oh, I hate that word. You have no idea.
It makes me think of like smelly, sweaty, and
that's why.
Like Shrek.
And when a guy's like
like Shrek's ass.
When there's like a guy who doesn't wash their hands with me, I'm like, swamp.
Man, no, you don't.
Well, not to them. Don't sock me in the face.
No, I felt like maybe when they walk out, you're like, swamp.
No, I'll say it in my head. I'll be like, swamp. Because I'm just like,
just like pinche puerco.
Yeah, they're a little swamp.
Have you ever had an instance where you like had someone or maybe dated someone that you're like, este sí es puerco, no se cuida? You thought of a story.
Yeah, I did.
Which one?
I don't know if I've said it before, but I don't know if I want to say it again. You guys please help me.
Say it, please. Pero bien swamp.
Okay, so I feel like I get grossed out really easily. Yes. And I think just because our parents have really good hygiene.
They do.
My parents have never smelled bad. I imagine. No, but I think we were raised where like my parents have really good hygiene. So I get really grossed out and squeamish really easily about certain things. And I think, I don't think I've ever really like been in a relationship like with a guy who didn't have good hygiene.
Okay.
But I remember there was this one time I was talking to a guy, and it wasn't so much that he had, well, this made me think that he had really bad hygiene.
Oh.
But like, no, but like in the moment, I was just like, okay, like everything seemed fine. But I remember we went on a date to go eat. And he was like, oh, I have to use the restroom really quick. I was like, oh, okay. So it comes out. Oh, man, I don't even know why the fuck he thought to say this. But he's like, I just took a big-ass masa. And I was like,
oh, he fucking did it.
I swear. He's like, I just took a big-ass, like, shit in that restroom. And then he's like, I have to. And he's like,
came out of him.
Yes, he's like, I have to go so bad. And I was just like, oh my God. And he was like,
was it a first date?
Maybe like we had hung out multiple times, but we had never gone to go eat.
Okay.
So that was the first time we went to go. And I was eating, you guys.
Yes, that's worse.
And he thought it was like funny, and he didn't like stop the convo. Like he kept it going.
He's like, it was green with.
Ew, fuck you.
He's all describing it to you.
But it literally like ruined my appetite, and like that made me think like, oh my God, this dude probably has like really bad hygiene.
He's like cochino vibes, because you don't want to like think of shit when you think of someone.
Exactly, but not only that, but I was just like, if you think that's funny that you just let out a big ass shit and you have to tell me about it, I was like, you probably don't even wipe good. I don't know.
Like, no se sabe limpiar.
Yeah, it grossed me out so bad.
I really, really, really appreciate that Machayo and Mamba really showed us how to take care of ourselves growing up. Our parents, like, were very, like, métete a bañar. Like, always, like, te tienes que bañar. Like, I know sometimes when I was growing up, when I was like younger, I didn't want to shower. I was just like, for what? I was like, te tienes que bañar. Or like brushing our teeth. They would be heavy on us brushing our teeth. Like, ¿ya se lavaron los dientes? No, váyanse a lavar los dientes. We're like, why? You know?
Me, I'm smelly.
No, I know. You too. You don't want to brush your teeth. We're like, why?
I still don't.
Or when we were heading to bed, like, do you guys brush our teeth? We're like, they make us get up and go brush your teeth. I feel like it's such a good thing, and I teach my kids to brush their teeth every day, because unfortunately your dog's like before they go to bed, go brush. Unfortunately, I have seen that there's like a lot of people who don't brush their teeth, and I just feel like it's not normal, guys. At least twice a day minimum. You should not be skipping at all, because I feel like your teeth are so fucking sensitive.
Not only that, but they're so precious.
They're precious. Our teeth are precious. You only get a set of teeth, like one set of teeth, and that's it. They're precious.
Where's that from?
Lord of the Rings. My precious. Bitch.
It came into my head really quick, and I was like, where's that from?
Like precious. Oh my God, we used to tell Andrea that was her. When Andrea was growing up, porque se bañaba y su pelito estaba todo delgadito. And we'd be like, you look like that monster from Lord of the Rings.
She would hate us.
Yeah, Louie would be like, my precious. To poor Andrea. Bitch. I have another story. It's a little short one. But I remember me dio pena for la muchacha. Wow. I had gone to Western Dental in Watsonville. Ooh. And I was getting my braces. I think my ligas changed. That's how you know how long ago it was, because I had braces. Y una muchacha, she came with her baby. Y le iban a revisar sus dientes so she can get braces. And she was right next to me. And pinche doctor, he wasn't even secretive about it or anything. He's like, okay, let me check your teeth real quick. Bien pinche loud and everything. And I was right next to her. Opens her mouth and he's like, well, I can see you definitely aren't brushing every day. Like, there's a lot of yellow. There's a lot of buildup on here. Ew. There's just a lot of, like, you definitely have to be, like, super, super loud. I'm like, ay, pobre muchacha. But in my head, I was so young, right? So the thing that went straight into my head was, ay, muchacha, ya tienes hijo y no te lava la boca. You're making out with that mouth. That's what I was thinking, because I was like, ay, ya con niño y todo, ya está teniendo sexo y no se sabe lavar la boca. I was like, girl, go brush your teeth. But no, the dentist straight out called her out like that. Like, I can see you don't brush. Cochina. And she was all shy.
Ándale, qué bueno, para que aprenda.
Para que se lave los dientes.
Well, I have a confession of a teenage wench.
What?
don't know why.
But I hate brushing my teeth.
When I was little. All right, I'm about to look at the camera. I'm sad. No, when I was little, I had really smelly feet.
You guys.
Wait, do I still have really smelly feet?
I'm not going to find out.
Well, you would have been able to smell it already.
Oh, no, they don't smell.
I don't know why.
And it's after the gym, too. Ya no le huele.
When I was little, you guys, and I feel like I was the only one in the family who had really smelly feet. Like, I feel like at some point I couldn't really tell how bad it was because, I mean, they're my feet. But I remember, like, I remember sometimes I'd be like, they're probably just picking on me. Like, they're like, dude. I was like, they're exaggerating. So I remember sometimes in the car, I'd take off my shoes, like, quietly.
With all the ventanas cerradas, eh?
I'd take them off quietly to be like, are they, like, fuck you in there or do they actually smell? Like, that's how, like, smelly feet blindness I had. So I'd take it off and I'd be like, and then they'd be like, either my mom in the front seat or somebody would be like, did you take off your shoes? And I was like, what?
Or like, I remember I'd be like, Mami, Luis se quitó los zapatos.
And they'd all be like,
and my mom would be like, ay, Luisito, por favor, ponte los zapatos.
And they'd all like roll down the windows and everything. I was like, damn.
Oh, dude, the scent just burned my nose right now.
And I remember it was pretty bad to the point where like my parents would even buy these little like
bathtubs.
What?
The little tubs. What?
I was gonna say it was like almost like shoe deodorant.
Oh yes,
like that spray. And that's when I was like, damn, do they smell that bad?
My mom, they would like spray his shoes and
my
his
dad
socks
bought
sometimes.
When like so my dad used to work at a zapateria. He'd like have them, so he'd always like buy them for me. And he'd be like, mira Luis, cuando te quite los zapatos, así le haces spray.
I remember.
And I was like. And I would have like a normal day. Like I wouldn't be like doing any crazy activities or anything. So like I would just take off my shoes and everybody would be like,
I don't know now, but growing up, I thought it was a boy thing. Like just guys' feet smelled.
But I don't know why. And then, I mean, I remember at some point I was just like, okay, like my shoes are a little smelly.
Or
but
do you think it's because you wouldn't shower as often?
No, bitch. Imagine that. Then my whole body would fucking reek.
Well, I guess so, yeah.
Not like my feet.
No, because so when you're growing up, you don't really excrete this. No, you don't smell up until you hit puberty. That's when you start smelling. But I feel like you would stinky before puberty.
Yeah.
So I feel like when you're growing up, obviously you want to shower as often as possible. But if you skip a few times when you're little, no vas a oler feo. Unless it's been like a fucking week and you fucking shit your pants.
Nah, because my mom would make us shower a lot. I think like every single day. She'd be like, vete a bañar, and I'd cry. Like, no!
She'd make us all shower together para más rápido. Váyanse a bañar juntos. Like,
I don't know if this was a possibility, maybe. But at some point when I was little, my parents would like have me put on my shoes without socks.
Really?
For a long time, I wouldn't wear socks. I don't know if they just couldn't match my fucking socks, so they would just make me like wear them without socks.
Oh.
So I don't know if you guys are scientists and you guys know more info. But I remember for a good amount of time, my parents would make me not make me. They'd just like put on your shoes without socks. So I started like that, and then I started wearing socks. So I don't know if my feet just naturally got really sweaty, and then when I started wearing socks, it got worse.
Or you know what? If you wore a pair of shoes without socks and it got stinky, it probably stayed in the shoe, and then every other time it just got worse.
Maybe the shoe held that stinky smell.
Yeah.
Because like literally to the point now where I'm like, I don't think I have smelly feet now. All right, you're like,
well, this whole time. The only time that I noticed I had smelly feet, and it was one time because I don't really have smelly feet. When I used to work at Applebee's, I used to have really long shifts, and I had these specific shoes that you have to wear. Yeah. Bitch, those shoes, I was like, nah, they would smell so bad. I would like have to buy a new pair of shoes like very often because I know. I was like, fuck.
It was all hot in there.
Yeah, it was all moist.
Maybe I just solved my own mystery. Maybe it was that I used to wear shoes, or like sometimes it would be on and off socks, no socks. Yeah. Which now I think about it grosses me out. Like I cannot think about having my feet inside like a shoe without socks.
I made Travis do that recently.
It grosses me out.
We were like in a hurry and he couldn't find socks. And I was like, baby, we gotta go. Ugh. And then he was like, but. And I was like, just put on your shoes like that. He's like, what? And I've never had him do that. He's like, what do you mean like that? And I'm like, just put on your shoes without socks. He's like, I can do that? And I was like, just this one time, do it. He's like, oh, mommy, this feels so weird. I was like, I know, baby, but we gotta go. It wasn't to school. I think we just had to go run a quick errand or something. So así me lo llevé, pobrecito.
The only times I've done that now is like when I'm leaving the beach and I don't put on my sock. Oh, okay. But even that grosses me out.
Like the texture or what?
The texture. Yeah, all your lashes are falling off.
Dude, I know es que me entró algo en el ojo. I'm like,
Literally, you have one on your face. Take it off.
I had another topic.
Another epiphany.
Was it about patas? I don't remember anymore.
I have smelly feet, you guys.
Was it about smelly feet? Was it about Louie? Oh, I just remembered. It's about Louie.
Great.
I might expose you real quick, but I don't know if you remember.
I'm going to cut it off.
No. Do you remember you had crooked patitas?
I think I still do.
Do you remember
I had a problem with my feet. Yeah.
Oh my God, I just remembered that. Like, for whatever reason, his patitas would like go in.
They were like crooked inwards.
So he would walk like a little duck.
Yeah, not even like a little, like pretty bad.
They were like pretty crooked. So he would fall a lot when he would run. Because like he would try to run in chinga, but he would trip over his own feet because they were like in.
They were in.
Yeah. That was pigeon feet? Oh, you were pigeon?
Yeah, I was all like created by men. Like man-made. I'm like, it's a full circle.
I know, literally.
I all poop and I can't control it.
But it was like when he was pretty little. So I just remember my mom taking him to the doctor. And I think you had like, what are those doctors called?
Feetologist.
No, those special therapy.
I don't know.
Physical therapy doctors that was like helping you how to walk. And I don't know if you remember this. I remember going to one of the appointments and the doctor was like, okay, so I have a solution on how we're going to fix his feet. They put him little, what do you call them? Flippers?
Yeah.
Like the ones that you swim in.
Swim with.
They told my mom to buy him some of those, and he would have to walk in the living room with his little flippers.
They only made me do it once.
Was it just once?
Yeah, it was literally only once. I remember I went and like they did a whole test on me. He's like, just walk normally, and I was like, and I kind of remember the doctor being like, normal, and I was like, that is normal.
Yeah, what do you mean?
And then he would like have me like walk straight, but it just didn't feel right. And yeah, he ended up telling my mom to get me like little flippers and to like walk around the house every single day for like I think like 30 minutes or something, just like walk around the house with them.
Yeah,
because it was gonna like straighten out my feet, but they only had me do it like once, and then we were like, nah.
Yeah, I like in my mind, I just remember you like with your little flippers.
It slowly went away, you guys.
Or maybe
I never did anything.
Maybe after that you started becoming more aware and you're like, I need to straighten my feet. No,
there was never a period in my life where I was like,
the doctor was like, they all straightened your feet
when I was
you.
sleeping, they put me to sleep. They're like, yeah, because no, there's literally no point in my life where like I cared. Because like, yeah, I would fall a lot when I would run, but like for me, I wasn't like, oh my God, let me fix this. Because I was hella little. I was in elementary school.
Yeah, you didn't give a shit.
So I was like, nah.
I feel like it was just my parents that were more concerned. Like, is this normal?
Because I would fall
like,
a lot.
Yeah, like, is this going to go away on its own? Those vibes.
And I remember I don't know. I guess I don't really look down, or maybe because I was like born or raised that way. I was all raised by penguins.
By pigeons.
That like I never noticed it until I remember this one time. If you went to EA middle school,
I did.
And you went to school with me and you have that yearbook. I don't remember what yearbook it was, but I was either in sixth grade. I think I was in sixth grade. And I never really noticed that I walked like that. I know some people would call me out on it, but like I never really noticed it. But I remember they were doing this one run for like Thanksgiving, and if you were
the turkey run,
you would get a free turkey. And when we started, and I was actually, it was weird because I was a really good like runner, even though I would always like eat shit. I was really fast, even though I had a crooked ass feet. But I remember during that, there's a picture of me in the yearbook, and that's the first time I really noticed it. Because they snapped a picture. Whoever was like photographing for the yearbook went like to the ground, and they got like a really low picture. And I'm like towards the front, and you see my feet like,
shut the fuck up.
I'm like, both feet are like in the air. Like I was captured running, and both of them are like inwards. And I was like, oh shit.
What the fuck?
Like, I'm not kidding. You could see them both. Like, if I remember, I still have my yearbook.
He's floating with his patas in.
Yeah, like I think I just kicked off my back foot. So I was like,
oh my God.
I need to find it because I still have my yearbook.
That's funny.
But yeah, I was just like, oh my, I think that was the first time that I was like, oh shit. Wait,
you're like, I'm Chueco vibes.
Yeah. But yeah, I think it naturally went away. I don't remember ever doing anything or taking it serious where I was like, let me walk straight. I was just like, oh shit, it really is a problem when the doctor was like, telling me to wear flippers.
Ay, pobrecito. But thankfully it went away because now his fucking heels, he wouldn't have been able to walk in them.
Now when people meet me, they're going to be looking at my feet.
I know. Like, a ver, are they chuecos? Like, no.
There's a lot of stuff wrong with me.
Starting with his teeth.
I also have white feet and a white set vagina.
Bitch!
No, just kidding. No, I do have really white feet.
Really? Isn't that normal for guys though?
No, the other day me and Alex were wearing the exact same shoes.
Oh my god, yes.
And they're both fairly like new. So then I was like, wait, Alex, I was like, because we take off our shoes when we come here. Our whole warehouse smells like shit.
It smells like patas.
And I was like, wait, Alex, I was like, which one's yours? And he was putting on my shoes. And then he's like, oh no, these are yours. He's like, they're white as fuck.
Oh my god.
He was able to tell right away because he's like, damn, dude, like your foot's wide.
God damn.
Yeah, and that's why I think I have to go up a size.
Wait, Louie, what the fuck?
What?
So
you really are a duck.
You must have a hard time with heels, no?
Mm-hmm.
Because heels are so the way he did that.
Yeah.
Heels are so incredibly narrow. Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh.
That's
Pobrecito.
Yeah, I feel like I'll have like I'm a size 10 or 10 and a half in men. So with women, I'm like a size 12. But it'll hurt so much.
Yeah, because girls' shoes are so fucking narrow, dude. Even, like, I have pretty small feet. But hasta mi a veces me cala on the sides. I'm like, god damn.
Yeah, I either have to, that's why I can get away with, like, wearing boots sometimes because they're a little bit wider. Or they have to be, like, open toe, like my stripper heels.
Oh,
they're, like, open toe. So I feel like nomás me aprieta right here because everything else is, like, pretty wide.
Oh.
So I feel like I can get away with, like, wearing that, but I have a really hard time with heels. All right. It's all my fault.
Why I gave him up.
I know. See, no, I'd be wearing heels all the time.
I see.
Y de por sí, I'm already like a fucking size giant, so I cannot really even wear them comfortably like that.
Yeah.
So I was meant to be a guy. I was like, I can't wear heels.
I remember right now that you were talking about you being chueco. I remembered when I was in, I think it was at middle school también, also at IEH.
You were chueca.
I'm like, no, I had a thigh gap, like a pretty big thigh gap.
Isn't that like normal though for girls?
It's normal, yeah. But dude, the amount of rumors that brought to me.
Actually, I remember rumors like that when I was little about you.
Just kidding. About me?
No, I think just
precisely.
in general.
A thigh gap, well, I thought it was fucking normal, pero es que yo estaba bien flaquita. So, like, I just had this big-ass thigh gap. And I remember the stupid one girl once. I was just...
You're going to say the stupid one girl? It's not like it's stupid one girl.
The stupid one girl. I was walking in I remember exactly, was in math class. And I was passing out papers. Teacher was like, can you help me pass it out? And I was like, okay. And I was just passing out the papers. And this stupid bitch was like, why do you walk like that? And I was like, eh? She's like, you walk like a man. She was like, close your legs. I swear. And then I was just like, I didn't even say anything because obviously I like wouldn't stand up for myself back then. So after that bitch told me that, I remember that day I went home and I hadn't really noticed my thigh gap until that day. I remember looking and I was like, is that not normal? Like my legs don't close all the way. Yeah. And I was like, it's because I'm so skinny. So after that, every single time I walked, I would try to close my legs when I walked. Like, I guess maybe if I walked like with my legs a little open, I don't know, I would always try to make sure my legs were closed because of that one comment, stupid puta. But yeah, and then people would be like, girls with thigh gaps mean they already lost their virginity.
Yeah, I remember people would say that a lot.
I was like, bitch, I'm a whole ass virgin. The fuck? How is having sex gonna open my thighs like bitch? But it was like fucking 6th grade, so obviously girls are fucking dumb at that. I'm just kidding. No, they might just not be fully aware. I'm all mad at them. My trauma. I'm like, stupid little bitches.
Do your thighs chafe?
Now they do because I got fat thighs. I'm thick. I'm thick now. I'm like, I really want that thigh gap back though. I'm just
Wait,
kidding.
Alex.
We all bring them on.
Do guys chafe? Like, is that common? Right? Because I feel like
it's not that common.
I only hear it with girls.
Oh, you guys don't chafe?
Well, I do because I'm both. No, I'm being serious. Like, I feel like I don't really hear about a lot of guys like chafing, but I really only hear it about girls. But I chafe.
Yeah, well, it's because you gotta. I was gonna say it's because you have a fat ass. I honestly feel like it's our butts because girls obviously are meatier. We have more fat than guys, so I feel like maybe in our inner thighs and then our butt cheeks, like that little part right there has a lot of extra fat. So I feel like maybe that, like, rubbing. Well, that's what chafing is, just that rubbing against each other.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
What?
But I feel like I don't get mine bad because I was thinking about, oh my God, the only time, you guys, that I got it, the only time it's ever happened to me where I was like, oh my God. Because I've always heard about girls like talking about like their thighs chafing and stuff, whatever, but I didn't really know what it was. Oh my God, after Coachella, do you remember?
Yes, and I showed you my hack.
You guys, after Coachella, I think, oh my God. So that was like the most walking I had done in like
and it's because
a pair of underwear.
It's hot and you're sweaty.
And I was wearing underwear, so I wasn't really wearing anything to like cover my thighs. So it was the first time that I experienced that. Y me ardía like a mother. I'd never experienced a burn like that. And it was red, like red. Yes, like that. Like that's what my thighs were saying. Like, oh, red. It was so painful, and I couldn't really walk for like a whole week because it burned. Every time I touched it, I was like...
It was like a little sunburn. It's all tender.
But I was going to say, I don't feel like I really experienced that on like a day-to-day basics because I wear like boxer kind of underwear. Or like,
you have no shorts.
Yeah, so I feel like that does the rubbing.
Yes.
But I feel like for you girls wear like the little calzoncito. So your thighs are always like...
Well, it only happens when we're wearing like dresses or like booty shorts. Because like right now I got my leggings on. I'm good. But even to this day, when I go to the gym and if I'm wearing really short shorts and I'm sweating, I'll start chafing a little bit. Or fuck, apenas no sé a dónde fuimos and it was hot as shit. And I was wearing a dress and I only had my underwear under, so I was like, scratchy. But I have a tip for you girls. If you chafe pretty bad, carry on a stick deodorant, like a regular bar of deodorant, and then just put it on your inner thighs and just carry it with you, and it like moisturizes the area, and it also helps to prevent sweat, so then you don't chafe as bad, and it helps a lot.
That's crazy.
I hate it.
You used to shave? Oh.
Alex said he used to chafe, you guys.
Because he has a BBL too, you guys.
Yeah, he does. I've seen it multiple times.
Don't let him fool you with his workout videos.
It's all BBL. Like Drake.
But instead of him getting like the fat transferred to his butt, he got it to his muscles.
Exactly. It was like...
So
it was a little pump.
Next time you guys meet Alex, especially at the gym, look for his little scars.
Yes, that's why he has a happy face tattoo to cover the scars.
Let me find out.
Yes.
That's why on his butt cheek he got a smiley face.
Yeah, he has a smiley face tattoo. If you've never seen it, go on the Pretty Not Smart Instagram. I'm just kidding.
It's just a picture
of a so smiley face.
People are like, why is there hairs on it?
Literally.
So now you guys know to look for Alex's BBL scars.
Yes.
Just kidding.
But I like today's episode. It's pretty funny.
I don't like the beginning.
It was all over the place, but
just know the beginning was Yoatzi's idea.
It was cute. That was very informative.
Cute. I know. I love Verge.
And I feel a little bit bad for guys now because y'all have no fucking privacy when you guys go to the bathroom. That sucks.
I'll put a GoFundMe link in the bio.
Wait, oh my God, now I feel bad. That makes sense why so many guys probably go to the family restrooms because they have a tour. Oh, I feel so bad, guys. Don't come at me.
Have privacy. Yeah, but thank you guys so much for listening to this episode. That was a roller coaster.
Yes, and hopefully you come back for next episode if we didn't scare you away.
And we'll see you guys soon.
Bye.
Good night.